Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Let Out. We got a great show for you today. We're going to go ahead and get started. First and foremost, I want to introduce my co-host. I want to introduce my guest co-host, Nakia. I want to introduce Sylvia,
what up?
Chris, Alicia, and me, Will, aka Bob. Like I said, exciting show for you today. We got a couple good topics for you. One of the topics that we have today is how soon is too soon to let someone meet your, let your kids meet your date or a significant other. We want to talk about that. The other thing we want to do is talk about dating crazy people. We'll define what that is in everybody's terms, and we'll talk about all of that. And then we'll get to the infamous surprise topic. We got to get started, get going today. So without further ado, let's get it in. So let's start. Let's talk about how soon is too soon to let people or meet your significant other as far as your kids. So we'll start off and we'll be courteous today and start off with our guest, and that's Nakia. So what is your thoughts about that?
Hey. Well, thank you for giving me the honor to start. But
so he put you on the spot.
Put on the spot.
Go
right into it.
Okay. Right. Well, I mean, me personally, I'm just speaking from a place of experience. Me personally, I just, especially with all the different things that we got going on right now, the times are very different. But I just feel like unless you're at a place where you're deciding that the relationship that you're in is mutually agreed that we're going exclusive. We're not just kicking a bobo. We ain't talking. We ain't just getting to know each other. Once you got to a place where you got to know each other, find out if you guys are going to go into an actual relationship and give it a title, or that we're dating with the intent to go into a relationship, that means you're going to be spending some time with them. Right. So if you're going to get to that place, I think that's about the time to at least start introducing at least your higher up family members, just for the sake of safety. Me being a woman, we need to have somebody to, kind of check in and see who this, give a face to the name that everybody keeps hearing. But we need to, let the men in our family, or, brothers or uncles, or, somebody of that nature, to kind of screen them and take a look at them before. And then based on their feedback, whether or not we go into the next phase of actually introducing them to the kids. I mean, that's just me. I
so he has a kind of a layer. So first, certain members of the family, of the upper family, the adult part of the family. Then once they give an approval, they can go to the next layer of that to the kids, possibly. Okay. All right. Okay, Alicia.
Great answer. I completely agree. I too, speaking from experience, I didn't really let anybody meet any of my kids, because I don't think I ever took anyone initially just that serious. Okay. To where I saw it really moving to a place where it was a need to meet them. Because I mean, you kind of may date a little bit, meet different people along the way, and that's not necessarily, you want to meet everybody, or he's my serious boyfriend. You don't want them to go ahead and still run through a lot of different people. So really, truly, even with my current spouse, my husband, it probably was maybe.
Hey, you do realize you said current spouse.
I just
want to put that out there. No, it's okay. It's fine. Go ahead and do your thing.
You know what? That probably would have passed everybody's head, but you shady and you messy, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right, go ahead. Finish your thought.
But my forever man, he didn't meet my boys until maybe, okay. He didn't meet them until, man, we were well into it being a serious relationship, and knowing that we were either wanting to go ahead to move towards being engaged or moving in together. So it needed to be something serious for him to meet my boys, because I think me and their dad were trying to raise them in a stable environment. Right. And to make sure, and we had an agreement that no one was going to meet the kids, number one, until we both discussed it, and until it was something that was really serious. So, okay. I mean, I think if you see this being someone that you can be forever with, then that's definitely the time to go ahead and to start introducing your kids, getting them used to being around them, see how they vibe. Mm-hmm. But just, this is my new man, this is your new daddy. No, we didn't play that.
You stupid. Okay.
Okay. I have a question. Alicia, did you or why did you wait 7 months to tell them you had kids?
I didn't.
So you denying your kids?
No, he did mess. We actually met at work. So and I was going through a separation at that time. So I was separated from my ex-husband. So I was actually pregnant at one point and did not know him. We weren't friends, had no each other.
With your current husband or your ex-husband or the forever husband? No, we're trying to get
whoever I'm with at the time is my
okay. All right. No, you're good. You're fine. Okay. Okay, we got you.
Lord, let me turn the air on in here.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, Sylvia.
I pretty much agree with what both of them said. Pretty much, if you know the relationship is going somewhere, if you just somebody that you're not serious about, there's really no need for them to be around your kids. If it's somebody that you're serious with, that y'all looking like going to the next level or whatever, and you like feel good with him, you got a good vibe going with him, you've introduced him to your friends, family, whatever, they see the good of him, they see the good in him, then because it's important at that point when you want to move further to see how they vibe with your kids and your kids vibe with them, because if y'all got this good thing going on and him and the kids don't, then
right.
Too long, and be all in, and then you introduce your kids and the shit don't work out. And
like 7 months later. No, I'm just trying to get a timeline on certain dates. I got you though. Okay, Chris.
Man, so forget all the politically correct shit, because they ass went politically correct and didn't put a date on none of that.
Facts.
Didn't put a date on none of that. So my biggest question is, and I'm gonna kind of piggyback on what Sylvia said, you kind of want to do that sooner rather than later if you're gonna do it at all.
Facts.
Because the reality of it is, 99%, y'all know y'all got some badass kids that's probably gonna run off another mate. Y'all ass already know this. Yep. Y'all, hey.
Who, first of all,
already.
Y'all, who is y'all? You said women in general.
Your kid.
No, your kids were bad. Your kids were bad. You in denial.
You're in denial, man. What? Because I was bad too. You was bad too.
And saying it 2 episodes ago. Go ahead.
Man, straight like that. That's why Zoom is cutting her off, because it already knows she's full of shit. Cutting her off right now.
That's a fact.
You still
Zoom ain't got you. Zoom won't even
move it.
Oh my God. Yes, I had bad as fuck. But the other didn't deny about my kids. Matter of fact, she grown and still bad as fuck.
See?
Man, see what I'm saying? And had Steven met her first and foremost, it probably would have went different.
I can't deal with this.
I
don't know that.
I wasn't one of the ones to deal with my. Wait a minute. That was your goddamn song we heard in the background on the last episode.
That ain't bad. That's a plea for help.
That's straight there.
But okay. So I'm kind of with Chris, right? So I think that certain things is like, I think people go with what society has set for what is, again, politically correct. Society has said, hey, woman, don't have, because of certain things that have probably happened to other, relationships, society has said that as a woman, you're not supposed to do this because
I don't think it's necessarily society. I think you set the tone for your home. And
well, no. What I'm saying is you set the tone for the home, though, Alicia. You set the tone for the home, but it's all based on society. It's like, yes, you're gonna say, oh well. No. Okay, so where do we get? Again, a lot of our morals, a lot of the things that we think about, a lot of the things that we do, that is because of our morals, which is based on what society has said. That's
if I was doing it based on what society said, I would have stayed with my ex-husband, and like my mom and my dad are still together umpteen years later. So based off of society.
That's one aspect of society. We're talking it as a majority. When you're talking about children, and because I'm gonna tell you, if you go on emotion, see, society has given you morale so you can think about what you do a little bit deeper. Because if you go on emotion, you'll meet the kids the first damn day. or the second day when you picking her up or things like that. But because you know that in society, people get killed, kids get raped by other people, all of this shit, because you know that because of society, you are
No,
more
I don't
cautious.
think that
You're
meeting
more
them
cautious.
my kids. I
No,
don't
what I'm
think
saying
about how you. It's all about how you introduce them too. You ain't got to introduce this your new daddy.
Right,
you know,
that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not going to introduce you to potentially different men. Those are boys, and I'm teaching them how to respect a woman and how to respect me and how to see me.
So boys don't know that man is fucking their mom.
What you mean how to see you?
I know what she trying. I know what she trying to get to.
Okay.
What it is what you don't want to do is start taking your kids around multiple people, meaning you're starting to build these bridges and bonds with your kids and people. And if it's something that's not going to be long term, now you're not talking to that person anymore, and then all of a sudden, well, mommy, where's such and such, and now you're having to almost sever a relationship that your child has made with another somebody that you didn't have. Now you're not even dealing with that person anymore, so now you got to cut the kid off from the adult because you're not dating anymore. And so that's just in a dating phase. We see that majorly when it's a whole marriage situation in itself,
right?
So I know exactly what she's talking about.
I got you, Nakia. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Let me ask you a question then, Nakia. Is that not a life lesson that needs to be taught to a kid at some point anyway?
People come and go.
People come and go. And then the thing about it.
But wait a minute. That's what now I'm gonna answer that in two pieces. Now, depending on and because it has to be layered, because it just depends on the circumstances of the environment of that relationship and the children at that time. If they are children that are below 13, me personally, especially, I have a boy and a girl, and I have 3 bonus children. I got 5 total, okay? 4 boys, 1 girl, okay? When I met my current husband, because I had a previous husband, that relationship did not work. The way I met him made it easy to build that bridge because we met through our kids playing basketball. That's a rare situation. That's not what happens for most people. Now, by them being young, before I met my second husband, I didn't take my kids around every guy that I dated. Now, if I got into a place where I'm really vibing, it's really good, and I'm seeing that I'm spending a lot of time with this person, then with the intent that it may be going somewhere, I did start introducing, hey, I do have kids, and if you don't have kids, I have to be careful how things are gonna go, because guess what? When you're ready to go somewhere, I'm not gonna always be able to grow because I got my kids. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So if they're younger, I'm not gonna be so quick to teach them that whole people come and they go, because that's a lot for a child's mind versus a child that's at a place where they're going through adolescence and they're going through that through friendships anyway. So that's a different era when you go from that 12 and above, where you can kind of introduce that concept, and it's a little bit more received, because as they get older, there's more things that we're going to start teaching them as they go. But early on, I'm not taking my kids around somebody.
So age dependent
like that. Yeah.
So it's more age dependent.
For me, yeah.
I can roll with that.
Absolutely.
I can roll with that.
I ain't like that.
If they're super young, I get it. Okay, so that brings us into the next topic, and that's talking about dating. Let's talk about dating psychos. Let's talk about why people stay with people when, like, you notice the signs and you can see that this person is clearly crazy. Why people staying? So this time I'm going to start with Chris.
All right, so first and foremost, that really just depends, because sometimes it depends on, are you dating somebody who's crazy about you? You know what I'm saying? If you're crazy about me, you might do whatever I ask you to do, and that's a little bit sexy. That's a little
that might be a little bit sexy. I'm with him. I'm with him. That's a little ego stroke.
And have you ever walked through the grocery store with a significant other? Why that bitch looking at you like that? Hey, you protective of me, baby. That's beautiful. I love that. You love you some me, don't you?
Hey, it's a beautiful thing. I'm with you. I got you.
That has to be a fine line there, and I'm gonna say more often than not, it's only when the shit get crazy and I want you to go, and I'm tired of your ass, is when the crazy becomes a problem.
Right.
But as far as dating psychos, man, there's limit to this. It's levels.
Mr. Red Flag, because you was too busy stroking your ego about the extra attention.
Hey.
Who don't like extra attention?
But I'm just saying, hey, you
And then-
women that
he
want
gonna give
everybody
you.
to yourself.
Where you going? Where you going?
Hey, and y'all don't want. And the thing is, and I'm going left. I'm going left a little bit. And the kid, you might not know this, but we put the ladies. Me and Will have put the ladies on this show, or this YouTube clip. You know, Big Job.
Yeah.
And you know the crazy lady, Sade, about had his girlfriend just pop up at a random places.
Oh, I'm going to.
I'm going to. That one, bro. That's the one. Now, when you ready to go on your own, and she always that gets annoying.
Right.
You might be at the point where like, damn, I just want some me time. And she
Right.
like, is that bitch on the toilet with you?
Right.
Damn.
Right.
So,
Right.
There's levels to that.
So what about let's go with Sylvia. She her jaw was shaking. Ready to go. so go ahead.
He liking the extra attention, but then when he ready to go, then she crazy. But I ass wasn't crazy when she was giving me that extra attention. But no, for real. I don't think it. You stay with crazy people. I think it's you just can't get the fuck away from them. Like you trying to get away from them, and you can't. You just voluntarily staying. You involuntarily.
You staying for dear life.
Your ass belongs to me.
He like, if I leave, I'm gonna die.
We ain't gonna die.
So right, everybody. So which I never get. I never get like the whole, I just don't get how people like kill everybody like nobody else is on earth. I just don't get it. I don't know what your mind is thinking. Like, I get it that you know what I'm saying? Like, go through the whole eat a tub of ice cream and be secluded. Just don't kill everybody because there's somebody else out there for you. Evidently, if y'all don't make it, that means that person ain't meant for you. I just don't get it.
Man, they was meant to me until they died.
Death do us part. Didn't say how. Didn't say how you die. They just said death do us part. I got you. I got you. Okay, so Alicia.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on like dating crazy people? We've talked about this before, but what's your thoughts on dating the insane?
Sometimes you dating insane because you crazy too. We both bring out the worst in each other. We both together are toxic as fuck, and we addicted to it. And I can't leave you, and you can't leave me. I think some people get high off of it.
That's a fact.
Exciting.
That's a
you
fact.
don't know what's gonna happen.
Like the drama.
That's a fact. That's a fact. No, people like I'm not gonna say too much on it, but people really, really do. They say, "Oh yeah, I don't like crazy negative stuff in my life," but they won't leave it. And it's not because the person is to that level of crazy where you can't leave. It's because you like Chris said, you like that level of drama, and you like that attention, that type of attention, because to you, in your twisted mind, think that that's a form of right, and that's showing you that ain't nobody else for you and all of that good stuff. Nakia, what's your thoughts on dating insane people?
Man, it's too many levels and layers of crazy out here. So
we heard your door knocking. We heard your door knocking a few minutes ago. You should have ain't you blink twice. Blink twice.
No, it ain't mine. It ain't mine. That's the cat trying to get in the door. Scratching at the door trying to get in. But no, when you're dealing with crazy, I think a lot of people it's scary. You know what I'm saying? Some people get off on that whole like, oh girl, he love me, that's why he crazy. And I'm like, no, that's not what that is. And when you're dealing with crazy like that, a lot of people stay because they scared. You know what I mean? There's a piece of fear there. It might not be like, oh, I'm scared of the dark fear, but there is a level of fear there of what this person might do, how they might show up and show out, Or and then some have gotten to a place where the relationship is so toxic where it is I'm fearful of my life. And unfortunately there's more women who come out about it than there are men, because men are afraid to talk on it because they don't want to look, especially in the Black community, don't want to be looked at as like, oh man, you a punk, how you don't let that girl talk. But there is abuse that takes place. Cut it out. Cut it out. But he love her crazy ass, but he's scared that, you know what, she might kill me in my sleep.